All right. Well, welcome everyone. What are we up to? Of course, we're up to listening to the new Taylor Swift album. There's some bangers on here. This album slaps, huh? So, don't know how you think about Taylor Swift, but there's some good songs on here, and you got to admit, she can write a song. Anyway, let's leave that for now and get to the heart of the matter, which is what we've got going on workerscompensation.com. We put the finishing touches on stuff for tomorrow. There's a safety piece there from Liz Carey, as she does, keeping us up to speed on what the latest trials and tribulations are in the workforce. Uh, you know, Safety issues, workplace safety, workplace violence. She's got it covered. And this one has to do with a FedEx worker over there in Dallas, Texas. And then, thanks to our Simply Research product, we look at the definition of accident in Nebraska for purposes of Nebraska's workers' compensation law and go into it with what the statutory definition is. There it is, the basic one. And then, thanks to both Simply Research and the Nebraska legislature, we have this nice compendium of cases on accidents and workers' comp. So that's good stuff. And if you haven't been with us for a while, we've had a lot of good stuff lately. We had an edition of the case law curriculum going back to 1930. Remember, that's what we do to sort of get an idea. That's a series that we've started semi-regularly, I guess, where we go back over the decades to see how workers' compensation law got to be where it is in the United States. So hopefully that's helpful and useful to you. And hopefully what else is helpful and useful to you is Simply Research. Now, remember, you can get a 7-day free trial by going here on workerscompensation.com, scrolling through the info, hitting free trial, putting in your information there, and then we'll set you up with a free week. And we hope that you take advantage of that because what kinds of stuff are you going to see on Simply Research? Well, we'll give you a little look here and we'll show you what's new. Have a couple things that went up today. The team is working pretty much every day on this. I mean, we do take weekends off, but sometimes we do some weekend work also. I have a couple opinions in Texas, and these are important because we have the next state snapshot is coming up, and that will be focusing on exclusive remedy rules and cases in the Lone Star State. So you'll be able to find that on the site sometime tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, but maybe tomorrow night. But it'll definitely be out in the LinkedIn newsletter on Monday morning. So that state snapshot series has been a good one that Chris Parker's been working on in Texas is our next entry in that. We have a summary out of Virginia. Don't forget you can get court summaries. Now these, excuse me, pretty much just repeat what's on workerscompensation.com. But if you missed it there, you can find it here and then it lives in the state area. And I'll show you how that works. For example, if you go to Virginia, this way you don't have to do a whole lot of scrolling. You just go to the state that you want and that's relevant to you. And there it is. It's one of the first things that comes up. Other recent updates from Virginia include some compliance summaries. Now, our compliance summaries are just kind of short, plain language things that get you the information you need to know. And in this case, it has to do with annual reports. So it just takes you to where the annual reports live on our site. But what else can we do in the state area? Let's get this little toolbar out of the way that you can't see. And boom. How about penalties for late reporting? Now, this is something that's interesting. Keep you compliant, very short to the point. And this also explains any recent changes. So October 2nd, that was just this week. Uh, there's some update there. And here's all the topics over here that we have information on. So you go ahead and you look at those, see what you need to know. And then we go right here to the statute. So this gives you the statute, lets you know what this is kind of like the source information here, get it straight from the horse's mouth. And then if we have cases on it, on that statute, it's right there. And there is a case. And you can click on the case and get the full text. So a bunch of different ways to get the compliance information you need on Simply Research. Hopefully you take advantage of of that free trial. Look around, see if it's something that'll help you do your job, maybe make your work a little bit easier, make your life a little bit easier, and just understand workers' compensation law in whatever jurisdiction you practice in, work in. And if you're in multiple jurisdictions, well, then the state comparison is where you're going to be looking for. And really, we've got pre-made ones here that sort of look like this. Employer's report of accident brings you to a chart that covers all 50 states. So, interesting stuff there. And that'll break it down for you. But let's say maybe you want to do your own thing. You have a unique sort of topic that you're looking at, or you want to do just a couple of states, you don't want the whole state. So let's just say it's, defenses. Well, what kind of defenses are available? We've been covering exclusive remedy a lot lately. So boom, we'll hit that. And you can check the states that you're in. So I'm in New Jersey and I'm in New York. They're neighboring states that, would make sense. Submit, boom, and it'll prepare for you uh, the compliance summary. So plain language, easy to understand, and then there's the link to the full text, the horse's mouth, as I like to call it, and same deal here in New York. So hopefully that's something that's helpful for you. But I think the best way to decide to make up your mind whether it's helpful for you or not is to go ahead and go into uh, the free trial. Spend a week getting to know Simply Research, see if you like it. If you do, we'll sign you up for as low as $99 a month. And if you don't, well, we'll wish you the best and we won't spam you or do anything like that. So hopefully that's something that's good for you and that's helpful. I do know something that's good for me is this new album from Taylor Swift. I mean, I just got to say it. So, I'm going to listen to a little bit more. And after I get an ad from USAA, I'm going to listen to it a little bit more. But, it's one of those kind of weekends, isn't it? I mean, look at these lyrics. I mean, come on. She, she's a great songwriter. What can I say? So listen, have yourself a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. Talk to you soon.